Today, God indicates that this is a period for recalibrating your expectations. Your expectations and perceptions of the situation did not align with the actual outcome. Resist being influenced by appearances. Maintain your belief and expectation in the invisible. The invisible domain upon which my empire is established governs every result in your existence. The tangible conditions that arise in your life's timeline do not hold ultimate authority. They are deceptive illusions designed to persuade you to surrender, concede defeat, and remain passive in the conflict. That is not your share. Awaken to the imperceptible forces that influence and dictate your future. Just as the prophet implored for his servant's vision to be unveiled, I instruct you to declare to your eyes, "Be opened," and to your mind, "Be still and comprehend." The number of supporters surpasses that of detractors. The legions of celestial warriors are assigned to your results. You may have perceived yourself as the sole individual who has not submitted to the oppressor, yet, dear one, I have several servants beside you who have not yielded to the Baal deities of this world. I am dispatching reinforcements to you. I am enlightening you. I am imparting release and proclaiming release upon you today, so that you may fully enter into your place of blessing. Today, God conveys that you are not in distress, rather, you are undergoing a shift. What is the significance of that? The anticipated impact will never occur. Previously, when the pressure intensified, you implemented measures to safeguard yourself due to apprehensions about future outcomes. This is not that. History does not repeat itself. Your history does not reflect the nature of the season I am currently guiding you into. Find joy amidst the pressure. Understand that I am supporting you, and this is intended for your improvement and advancement. Your task is to emulate the actions of the Father without forming any judgments regarding the outcomes. Your conception of future developments, as well as the perspectives of others, relies on insufficient knowledge. I have predetermined the outcome, and your sole obligation is to release any emotional attachment to your expectations of how things will seem. Embrace your ignorance as a demonstration of trust in me and in the anointed process I am guiding you through at this moment. Do you possess this capability? Do you have confidence in me? Allow me to proceed from this point. Today, God urges you to transcend the confines of your self-imposed limitations. I am the manna that descended from heaven, and I have summoned you to embody manna, that ineffable essence of heaven in every circumstance you encounter today. Individuals you meet perceive you as a familiar being. They believe they comprehend your actions and statements. I urge you to speak, allowing me to impart my wisdom and words that will ultimately dismantle the preconceived notions you and others hold regarding your future. When you synchronize with the current of my spirit permeating your existence, do not anticipate possessing all the answers, nor should you endeavor to respond to every inquiry posed to you. Be the person I have designated you to be and allow everyone around you to confront your calling in its unadulterated intensity. Reject being pigeonholed, for the individual who designates a concept wields authority over it. I have not contacted you to be subjected to the restrictive influence of narrow-minded individuals. I have summoned you to emerge and realize your goal, even in the absence of clarity regarding subsequent steps. God implores you to be receptive, prepared to embrace your ignorance and to leave others perplexed when the magnificence I am manifesting inside you is revealed among them. God invites you today to partake in His joy. Winter has concluded, and the spring of rejuvenation is emerging from within you, bringing forth new energy and vitality. You are emerging from the bush excursion. It is not your natural habitat. Allow my music to reside in your heart, as it embodies a message of emergence, liberation, joy, and redemption. God proclaims, I liberate you. This is your period of release. You are perpetually on my mind. You are always present, akin to the pupil of my eye. I am providing aid and support to you today. My name is Helper. How could anyone presume I would act contrary to assisting you in your time of need? Angels surround you. They are managing matters that exceed your control. Do not concern yourself with the threats of tomorrow, as they will never materialize. I exist in your present and your future. You are hastily approaching me, and in my promise, you shall revel and thrive in my favor. You are saturated with the delightful essence of my favor. I am reiterating it to you as it was in previous instances. Listen to my voice. Listen to my voice as I sing and rejoice over you, for now, you will understand your identity in me and my identity in you, and that is what truly matters. God proclaims today, heed the urgency of my voice. A sound of prevailing emanates from the soil. My utterance and my resonance are proclaiming, prevail. Indeed, this is intended for you. It is time for you to recall your identity and to recognize what you are not. You are not a terrestrial being. You are more than mere dust. The incorruptible seed of my Son resides inside you. Arise, proclaims God. It is imperative to rouse from the lethargy of the past and embrace the vitality of the present. When the moment arrives, it arrives, regardless of whether it manifests as anticipated. Set aside that book and discard yesterday's message, for yesterday's sustenance invariably attracts decay. Connect with the Spirit and receive the fresh manna of today's message from my throne, which is altering and reshaping you for the future. Are you prepared? Inquires God. You were inherently prepared, as you are a product of my incorruption. My incorruption liberates you and purifies you from all disqualifications. I assert that you are not disqualified. I am infusing you with the breath, and the resonant sound of my voice is directing your destiny to fold inwards, uniting eternity's past and present in a singular eruption of purpose, blessing, and breakthrough. This signifies the removal of constraints and antiquated elements, together with the provision of footwear to equip you for traversing my new era. God proclaims, I have delivered you. I am your salvation. Disregard the past. Disregard the failure and the humiliation. I am present. I am engaged in work. Collaborate and acquiesce to my affirmative response, advancing towards the opportunities I am presenting to you at this moment. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family, and write Amen in comment. God proclaims today that it is time to enter into the sanctity of my presence. Refrain from impure matters and impure thoughts. Eliminate the distractions that bombard you from all directions. I have summoned you to elevated pursuits, and in these pursuits, I shall instruct and transform you. I will shape you in my image until you embody all of me, devoid of the fallen nature that hinders your destiny. It is time, declares God. There is no necessity for further delay. Do not postpone, as this is the transformation you have desired, advocated for, and anticipated. Ascend, commands God. It is not through strength or power, but by my Spirit that I will accomplish the tasks on earth that I intend to undertake. One cannot attain sufficient spirituality, intelligence, or religiosity. This is not about you. It pertains to me, therefore immerse yourself in my essence today. Become engrossed in your journey and your methods. Surrender to my thoughts, for my thoughts surpass your own. Surrender to my ways, for in that surrender you will be revealed as a child of God, a son of God, and a servant of God. All of creation is lamenting and imploring you to unite with me, and now, today is that moment, declares your Father. God inquires today, what if circumstances are not as dire as you perceive them to be? What if, rather than approaching a state of collapse, meltdown, and devastation, you were entering the most significant blessing and opportunity you have ever encountered? I understand your assertion that you can endure no further. I comprehend that and acknowledge it. You can no longer endure. What are the next steps? Tomorrow will arrive, and you will remain here confronting insurmountable challenges, contemplating your next course of action. This is the journey of life as I envisioned it to be encountered. You are not on the brink of a precipice, rather, you are on the verge of transcending the constraints of your restricted mindset, entering a realm of unprecedented progress and achievement. Do not succumb to discouragement. The disappointments of past situations provide no reliable measure of what your life will resemble in the future. Apply pressure. Apply force against the pressure that is exerting itself upon you. Recognize that I am the fourth individual in your flames. Be aware that when the adversary exerts their utmost effort, I shall strive to perform at my highest capacity. What do you anticipate the outcome will be? It is imperative to eliminate pessimism, sarcasm, and negativity once and for all. Such actions do not endear you to me, nor have they ever. It is indeed true that you will lose friends, as sadness seeks companionship and they detest witnessing someone liberate themselves from the shackles of hopelessness and venture towards the promising horizons that lie ahead. It is a chaotic decision, asserts God. Proceed to enhance your day, as superior opportunities are ahead. God proclaims today, assert your privilege. All of the creation surrounding you is longing and imploring that you, as a cherished child of my kingdom, may stand upright and openly embody the Son you are within. This is your entitlement and privilege, and it shall not be denied to you. Do the circumstances of your birth preclude you from associating with sons? Will the hue of your skin or your socioeconomic status impede my proposed actions? The Father encourages you. Understand that I have orchestrated the entirety of the earth and the fundamental particles surrounding you in a quantum state to operate in harmony with my intention, granting you divine favor and privileged entry to my kingdom, as bestowed by the sacrifice at Calvary. God inquires, are you experiencing a tempest? Calm the wind with your words imbued with faith. Is your fig tree producing fruit out of season? Condemn the inconvenient tree and instruct it to cease encumbering the valuable terrain of your existence that I have granted you dominion over. Are the deceased enveloped in burial garments? Order the stone of unreasonable expectations to be removed and restore the deceased to life instantaneously. Do not allow it to be remarked, upon reflection across the expanse of eternity, that you existed even slightly below the entitlements bestowed upon you as a result of Calvary's sacrifice, which was conferred onto your existence 2,000 years prior. I am with you, and I am endeavoring to align your life with the paradigm, as in heaven, so on earth, and I will not be thwarted. Hence, you shall not be denied in any kind, O my darling. Today, God advises you to be ready for unforeseen modifications in your life. Events frequently do not unfold as anticipated. Indeed, the conditions and scenarios you encounter will seldom develop exactly as you desire. Therefore, you must remain adaptable and prepared to alter your plans and actions from your initial expectations. Inflexibility is synonymous with obstinacy. Attempting to influence situations when outcomes are unfavorable is manipulation and sorcery. In the presence of opposing individuals and circumstances, cultivate inner tranquility and heed the subtle, inner voice. I remain resolute. Have you altered your perspective? Having commenced in the Spirit, will you now continue in the flesh? God reminds us that He is neither enamored with a plan nor devoted to one. I am enamored with you. I am devoted to you. Circumstances evolve, and individuals transform. My intentions for you fluctuate based on the exercise of free will by people around you, who frequently fail to act on my directives. Consequently, I do not inscribe in stone, I inscribe in sand. Do not adopt a dogmatic stance regarding your insistence on how things should be. Do not pursue your interpretation of my words, for despite the clarity of my promise, you will never possess all the information you believe you have on my forthcoming actions. This represents an opportunity for growth that many are reluctant to embrace. Yet, if you follow me, even throughout adversity and transformation, I will provide experiences beyond your imagination and lead you to unprecedented success. Before the video continues, I request you to comment Amen and please help me by doing super thanks. Your support means a lot to us. Divine wisdom asserts that discord arises solely from arrogance. Do not permit disputes or any distractions to divert your focus from the harvest. I have not contacted you to dispute with your fellow believers. I have not contacted you to contest or engage in conflict with anyone who may disagree with your perspective. Do not permit the force of your character or viewpoint to undermine your testimony. Refrain from responding when confronted or when your desires are disregarded. I did not contact you to assert your perspective or to compel people to acquiesce to your viewpoint. Recall that a gentle response mitigates anger. You are not a mere doormat for others to tread upon. Yet, I reiterate, do not permit anger or irritation to distract you from the purpose I have assigned to your life. A reassignment is imminent for you. I urge you to concentrate not solely on the tasks at hand but also on the methodology for execution. My relocation of you does not necessitate your ideas on other methods of execution. Recall that the wisdom from above is mostly peaceful, mild, and readily accessible. Expressing one's views without considering the consequences leaves others to rectify the situation. I have contacted you. I have engaged your services. Assignments arrive and subsequently undergo modification. You mustn't remain in the background longer than required, since this may result in loss or even irreversible damage to the relationships I have facilitated for you. Heed my voice, act according to my timing, and focus on the bleached fields ahead of you. God proclaims today, I am your path, veracity, and being. No religious approach engenders transformation or alteration in your life. The principle that induces a change in your situation is the principle of my identity. Everything else constitutes religious legalism. Attaining a resemblance to me and reaping the benefits of the kingdom in your life occurs when you prioritize my presence. This yoke is effortless and the burden is minimal. When I atoned for your sin on Calvary, there was no other participant with me at that altar. The punishment was entirely borne by me alone, so that your reliance may thereafter be exactly that. Exclusively in me. Disregard all religious rituals that stem solely from a performative mindset. You cannot possibly acquire what I have generously bestowed. I influence your life due to my identity and the actions I undertook for you 2 millennia ago. My inner essence enables you to attain the complete advantages of the cross, manifested in blessings, benefits, and breakthroughs in your life. There exists no alternative path, no divergent truth, and no other method. Embrace your independence and liberation today. I am present. I am engaged in work. Simply trust and connect your life with that trust, and you will certainly experience deliverance. God declares today that He seeks a location and a community to exemplify what He is imparting to the planet. Are you available to me as a candidate? Are you participating or abstaining? An impending wave of enlightenment will transform the understanding of what it signifies to inhabit my kingdom on earth. Are you accessible? This is the pertinent question when the night of inactivity has concluded, and a fresh day of purpose and ministry initiation is imminent. God implores you to serve as a conduit of His glory. It is futile to designate you as a bearer of the impending glory, which will reverberate across the land unless you are prepared to abandon conventional practices and recalibrate your mindset and strategies to align with the new endeavors I am undertaking on earth. Are you prepared? Inquires the Father. I undertake all endeavors with full commitment. I am an absolute deity, and I will tolerate nothing less than complete surrender to my endeavors on earth before their revelation. Are you prepared to invest in the plan without understanding its exact details? I do not desire your simple commitment to my plan for your life. I desire your commitment to me because I conceived the strategy first. Is trust in me warranted? Do you have confidence in my ability to lead you to the prosperity, influence, and significance that I have prepared for you? Let us proceed, beginning with the elimination of all preconceived notions about my actions, as there is far more to reveal than what you have observed. Progression is my objective for you, thus, resolve your decision and join us, as the train is departing the station. God declares that to uncover my secrets, one must enter the secret realm. The tale that commences with fanfare and trumpets constitutes merely a portion of the narrative. The principles that influence the cosmos reside in the profound depths of my spirit, which many avoid, and few who venture there choose to remain. In the concealed realm, declares God, I will reveal the possessions that are mine to you. Subsequently, you will approach your future with complete awareness of the developments occurring. God declares, I am speaking, ensure you are attentive. The adversary will be unable to ambush you, as I have revealed the impending threats and imparted the knowledge necessary to evade his every entrapment before his opportunity to establish the snare. The agents of darkness are bewildered, declare God, and are unable to see or hear. The wizards and sorcerers enter the concealed location to uncover techniques of evil, but I assure you that the kingdom of light is expelling the purveyors of deceit with their sinister utterances, and your eye will perceive it, and your ear will discern it and resonate. When man recounts my actions, it will serve as a second hearing for you, as I confided in you during the night about what was to come, so that you would have joy in knowing I have not excluded you. My affection and preference for you necessitate your inclusion in my counsel, declares God, so that you may gain knowledge and progress in acquiring territory formerly inaccessible to you.